Welcome to another edition of SDSU-Tube, here with Tyler Merriam, the voice of the Jackrabbits, and we are at Bobcat Stadium. Jacks just went through a walkthrough today, and it's nice outside. If only it were going to be this nice on Saturday.
It is beautiful out, but like you said, you'll be braving the elements, shooting
Yes.
everything tomorrow. I'll be in the nice, cozy press box, but...
Don't rub it in.
That's right, but the good news for South Dakota State fans is this team seems to play well out in the elements.
Yeah, past couple weeks especially, the snow game against Western Illinois, and then of course last week in the rivalry game against USD. But of course now it is the playoffs with Montana State the opponent this week, and we still don't know what the quarterback situation is for the Bobcats yet, and it's Friday.
We don't know which one of three quarterbacks might start. We don't know which one of four running backs might start. It's got to kind of feel like NDSU did against the Jacks a few weeks ago. You just don't know what we're going to see. The coaching staff and the team is prepared for basically every possible option, and we'll find out here in less than 24 hours what the end result ends up.
Uncertainty on the Montana State side, but zero uncertainty on SDSU side as far as the offense is concerned. Montana State ranks last in the Big Sky in defense. Do you see a lot of opportunities for Austin Sumner tomorrow?
Oh, I think certainly there will be, and again, that's the style of play in the Big Sky. They're going to go up and down, and Montana State's top 10 nationally in offense, bottom 10 nationally in defense. They play a lot of high-scoring games, so Jason Schneider is as close to 100% as he can be. That was the one question coming in. Like you said, that now is certain, so we know he'll play tomorrow afternoon, and there'll be some opportunities there. This is a team that has struggled against the run, and you know SDSU wants to exert its dominance in the line of scrimmage and get Zach Zenner a lot of touches tomorrow.
And speaking of Zach Zenner, obviously another fantastic season for him, but I think with the emergence of Jake Winicky and Sumner coming back, Zenner, you don't want to say he's been overlooked, but he's kind of flown under the radar this year as compared to past years.
And he's completely fine with that. The coaching staff asked him, do you want to go back out last Saturday against USD? And he said, let the other guys have some carries. He's fine with that. His biggest thing is winning and moving on to the postseason, but I think you're right with how good Winicky and Schneider have been. It's a pick your poison. If you stack 8 in the box, you're one-on-one with Winicky and or Schneider outside. If you play back farther, now you open up more holes for Zenner.
As you said, the weather tomorrow isn't exactly going to be as nice as it is right now, where it's in the mid-50s, possibility of snow up to 3 inches. But as you said, the Jacks seem to play well in bad weather games. What do you think is the game plan regardless of weather going into tomorrow?
Well, I think they want to certainly be able to run the football. I mean, when you look back at the success SDSU has had, being able to run the football just opens things up that much more for Winicky and Schneider. That's number one. And number two is winning the turnover battle. SDSU has taken very good care of the pigskin the past 3 weeks. Didn't do that much early in the year. Probably cost them a couple of games, in particular that one against Youngstown. So they need to take care of the football and force some turnovers. Montana State has struggled in that regard, had an awful time, turned it over on 7 of 11 possessions last Saturday. I know that's been a big focus of Rob Ash and his coaching staff. So if they can win the turnover battle and be able to run the football, they'll have a very good chance to get out of here with a win tomorrow.
It's very cliche, but are they hitting Montana State at the right time after they just got blasted by Montana last week?
Two ways to look at it. Either Montana State's going to be refocused, or you're looking at it that SDSU's clicking on all cylinders right now. And the history of the Missouri Valley against the Big Sky over the past few years certainly leans towards the Valley. The exception would be Eastern Washington getting SDSU last year, but NDSU came in here a few years ago and dominated Montana State. SDSU won at Northern Arizona last year in a somewhat similar matchup, so you have to like SDSU's chances, even though it's on the road against a good team.
Well, we will find out exactly how the Jacks will fare tomorrow. Kickoff is at 2 o'clock Mountain, 3 o'clock Central. You can listen to Tyler, Mike Struck, and Scotty Quaz on the Jackrabbit Radio Network. For SDSU-Tube, I'm David Brown.